Welcome to making your Microsoft Word documents accessible. In this tutorial, you will learn how to create descriptive text links when creating email links, links to other files, and links within your own document. If you haven't watched the first Hyperlinks tutorial on web page links, start there for some descriptive link basics. Remember that when creating links, the link text should indicate the destination or purpose of the link, and should make sense even without the context of the text surrounding it. Avoid phrases like click here, read more, or download. Feel free to open up a Word document you have that contains email or document links and walk through the steps with me. On my document here, I have a sentence that says, alternatively, present a list of books with author, title, and call numbers to the circulation desk, or email the list to the circulation desk email, and then it has the circulation desk email. To create a descriptive text link, I'm going to copy the email address. Then I'm going to highlight the words where I want to put the link. In this case, email the list to the circulation desk. Regardless of the surrounding text, that text alone makes it clear this is a link to email the circulation desk. So I am highlighting that text, right-click, or on a Mac, Control-click, then selecting Hyperlink. The text I selected is listed after text to display. Currently, web page or file is selected, but I am linking to an email, so I'm going to select email address. Now in the box after email address, I am pasting the correct email address and double checking to make sure I didn't accidentally paste any punctuation or extra characters that would break this link. Now I'm clicking OK, and the text has changed to a link. Now I'm deleting all of the text after the link that says email the list to the circulation desk because it is no longer needed. Now, if this document were a document that is frequently printed, I might want to have the actual email address on the document. In this case, I am highlighting the email address, right-click, or on a Mac, Control-click, then Hyperlink, remove Hyperlink. I can keep the email address text in parentheses after the actual link, but I need to make sure it is not a link. Now let's move on to files. I can create a link in this document that will open another file. I'm adding some descriptive text here that reads, making your Word documents accessible, guide, and checklist. After this, I am putting in parentheses, doc x, 4.9 MB, to indicate what type of file this will open and how large it is. Now I'm highlighting the text, making your Word documents accessible, guide, and checklist. And I'm going to right-click, select Hyperlink, web page or file, and instead of entering a web address in the space provided, I'm selecting the Select button to choose the file from my computer. I'm choosing the correct file, then Open, then OK. Now when I select this link, the document opens. The last type of link you can create is a link to another section of your own document. I'll demonstrate that with this guide and checklist I created that I just opened. This is a long guide with several large headings. I can use the document map in the navigation pane to jump to different sections of this document. But I also added a table of contents to make the content easier to find for users. On the first page, I have a list of each main topic, and each one is a link that, when selected, will jump to that part of the document. Use links to other parts of your documents sparingly. If links allow the user to jump around the document, it can easily become cognitive overload and cause confusion for screen reader users. To create a link to another part of the document, I simply highlight the text I want to use as my link, making sure the text describes that I will be moving to another part of this document. In this case, it says, "See Use built-in heading styles and sequential hierarchy in this document." Now I right-click, select Hyperlink. Then I'm going to select this document. All of my headings populated in the field here, where I can select one by using the drop-down and viewing the next layer of headings. This is a level 2 heading. I'm selecting the correct heading, then OK. And now I have a link that, when selected, will jump back to that section of my document. To recap, use links to other parts of your document sparingly. Make sure all links to emails use descriptive text, and if the document is frequently printed, you can add the email address in parentheses after the link. When linking to other files, make sure you include what type of file it is and how big it is. You can usually find this information by right-clicking the file and selecting Get Info.